So basically, somebody put a comment on one of my videos about lots of people in worse shape. Well, yeah, I mean, if they had their way, I would not even be on the earth anymore. And so I don't know if you're talking about financially because this isn't about money. That's not the whole point here. That's irrelevant. I would be perfectly happy with a little cabin on a tiny piece of land where I just felt valued. I mean, preferably it would have hot springs access. And I guess if I had animals, farm animals around me, if nobody on earth can value me, oh well, that'd be better than being afraid of being set up and backstabbed and betrayed constantly. And, anyone that actually knows what I've gone through, knows that why I would have every right to feel that way. Even especially mental health, the mental health people that I don't need, I'm not in need of mental health therapy as much as people want to think. Those that know that what I've been through know that I'm actually pretty darn, solid and put together for everything that I've been put through unnecessarily. It's not the same as what most people have to live through. Yeah, in fact, there's probably 144,000 people on the earth going through this type of stuff that I go through. So anyways, yeah, for now, but I don't know. You'd have to read my whole story. And I don't know if you're thinking about money because maybe that's where your mindset is. It's about money and it's all about money and it's about you wanting money and things. But I'm not that same person. And, I don't, if you know about my situation, then you're probably part of a little criminal group of people. But if you don't know about my situation, then you don't know that I'm actually not safe. The only thing that keeps me safe is God and the angels. Possibly some workers of true justice behind the scenes because yeah, there's a lot of people that have a lot to cover up concerning me. And for over 7 years, my situation has been very unjust. So this isn't about stuff. It's not about money. It's about justice and it's about me living the life that God put me on this earth to live and using my gifts, skills, and talents. I don't know why that's just too much to ask, I don't know why support for that is just so much to ask, especially since I've supported and poured into other people's lives, I don't know why people just feel the need to put on some false facade and false narrative about me and just, commit criminal acts to try to make that a thing. I mean, there's something behind it. So I deserve justice just like the next person. I do. And that's what this is about. This isn't about what shape I'm in. Yeah, for now things look okay, but I'm not in my purpose. I'm not living in my purpose. At 29, I had 3 businesses of my own that were successful that I had started from scratch with 5 years of college. If I cared about money, by now I should be a multimillionaire, billionaire. I started a worldwide genre that has been produced by big box companies, which I think I might have made the connection there on that. And the hacking and the preventing of certain videos concerning that kind of makes it a little more obvious, but I think I found the sneaky link. And it makes sense. It makes total sense. But no, I should have a dozen businesses by now. I should be using all my gifts, skills, and talents. I should be involved in some very life, world-changing type engineering projects that the Lord gave to me over 25 years ago. I should not be stifled. I should not be unjustified constantly. I should not be criminally acted against on the daily. I should have what was meant for me in this lifetime. I should have the gifts that were given to me in this lifetime. I never deserved to be lied to so that other people could benefit. I never deserved to be lied about so that other people can benefit. So, bless your heart if you're not part of the criminal crowd that's been working against me. But there's a lot to my story, and it's going to be fully known. Don't you worry about it. Those that commit crimes against me to make sure that my story is not known. Oh, it will be. It will be. Yeah. And my story's, it's kind of a lot to it. So it would take more than just a feature film. It would take, a mini series. with several seasons, but it's going to happen. My true story is going to be told. It's going to be written into novels because it's unbelievable. So those that are in my life, you probably want to do right by me, especially if I was somebody that poured into your life. Because by not supporting me after I did a whole lot that you all benefited from and I haven't benefited from at all whatsoever, and then not supporting me, it makes it a little obvious. It kind of makes my side of the story appear to be true. And it is, because I do operate in truth. I'm not working with anyone else out there doing sneaky stuff in the background, sitting in my office, gossiping about everyone and ruining people. I'm doing it here. What you see is what you get. And this isn't about them. This is about how I am being treated. This is about how I am not being supported. This is how people couldn't care less about God's plans and purposes in my life because they've actively worked to come against them, to destroy me, to bring injustice into my life, and to not support justice in my life. You know, if any of the stuff that happened to me actually happened to my siblings, and they were pure of heart and they were innocent, I would actually be furious about it, you know? But they turned a blind eye to the worst, George Floyd level injustice, and I'm not even exaggerating when I say that. But the fact that they've been so ignorant of ignoring that, it kind of, it makes me wonder, I mean, it just kind of seems like maybe they were behind it. Maybe they supported that. Why? Now, why? Why? I mean, the medical industry, the psychiatrist I was seeing, she understood it and she saw it before I actually woke up to it all. And, it's sad. If I were you guys, I'd write yourself a little bit better into my story. I'd fight for your own flesh and blood. That's how normal, that's how things are supposed to work in families. I don't see why you don't see that. In families, you're supposed to support your own flesh and blood. And by not, you got a Joseph story. And I am ready for the second part of the Joseph story because I certainly have been sold out by them. The golden calf ain't worth it. Your golden calf's going to collapse. And everyone that's taken promotions and payments to come against me are going to be exposed. The truth is going to be fully exposed, and it is being exposed. As much as you want to try to commit crimes against my freedom of speech when my civil rights have been infringed, I have every right to tell the truth of my story. I would much rather that my family actually cared about me and supported me. I would much rather that were the actual truth and the actual case of things. But the truth about it is that as hard as it was to be out there venturing on my own, I felt a lot better, and I was valued and I was respected. And I actually had city officials of Nashville compliment my work when they can't even express my value for the life of them to save their own life. They wouldn't pour a bucket of water over me burning and dying if it saved their own life. And I kid you not. And I was a $1 billion ticket. But no, instead, they think that they get to be successful and I shouldn't be. So yeah, it's a great place that I'm in. I love this. No, actually, I would prefer that they let me alone, that allowed me to be successful, and whoever's been criminally hacking me and coming against me would stop it. I would prefer to see and have the proof that there actually is some amount of justice on this planet. That's what I would prefer. That would put me in the best shape. I mean, definitely there's been a lot of loss in my life, a lot of provable loss in my life, a lot of things and opportunities that have been interfered with concerning me and where I should be and the businesses I should have been able to start and the things I should have be able to develop and the things I should be involved in. There's a whole lot of loss, decades of loss. That's very provable. But it's not about the money. It's about having springboard opportunities for me to quickly recover what has been lost. But those that don't support these little things that I'm doing to get there, if you're not for me, you're against me. And that's how Jesus put it. If you're not for me, you're against me. I supported you guys and you can't support me back. What's that say about the situation? Not a good thing. And it's not a good way to write yourself into my story, because it will be made known. As much as you want to criminally commit so many crimes against me to shut me up, it will be made known.